Step 8. Made a list of all persons we had harmed and became willing to make amends to them all. Step 8 is concerned with our humility in personal relations. In previous steps, we took a look backwards to discover where we had been at fault. With our newfound knowledge of ourselves, how may we develop the best possible relations with every human being we know? This is a very large order and a task which we may perform with increasing skill. We also must remember that the purpose of making the amends is not to get others to like us. Every AA has found that we can make little headway in this until we first backtrack and really make an accurate and unsparing survey of the human wreckage we have left in our wake. To a degree, we have already done this when taking a moral inventory, but now the time has come when we ought to redouble our efforts to see how many people we have hurt and in what ways. This reopening of emotional wounds will at first look purposeless and pointless. In doing this, the obstacles one faces are very real. The first has to do with forgiveness. Our emotions go on a defensive, trying to escape looking at the wrongs we have done to another. We resentfully focus on the wrong they have done us. Right here, we need to check ourselves sharply. If we are now about to ask forgiveness for our past aberrant behavior, why shouldn't we start out by forgiving them for theirs? We've asked a power greater than ourselves to help guide us in developing a healthier spiritual condition. Can we also ask that those with whom we have had conflict be given the same help that we ourselves now profess to desire? We make amends to others in order to heal our resentments and transform them into assets on our spiritual journey. We will always be accountable for our actions, but now know that spiritually well people don't behave the way we did when we were drinking. It had been embarrassing enough when in confidence we had admitted these things to God, to ourselves, and to another human being. Why, we cried, shouldn't bygones be bygones? Why do we have to think of these people at all? Some of us cling to the claim that when drinking, we never hurt anybody but ourselves. What real harm, therefore, had we done? This attitude is the end result of purposeful forgetting. It is an attitude which can only be changed by a deep and honest search of our motives and actions. Though in some cases we cannot make restitution at all, and in some cases acts ought to be deferred, we should nevertheless make an accurate and really exhaustive survey of our past life as it has affected other people. Calm, thoughtful reflection upon our personal relations can deepen our insights. We can go far beyond those things which were superficially wrong with us to see those flaws which were basic and sometimes responsible for the whole pattern of our lives. We might ask ourselves what we mean when we say that we have harmed other people. To define the word harm in a practical way, we might call it the result of our three basic human instincts in collision, which means physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual damage to other people. Our anger has caused anger in others. Our lies and cheating have deprived others of their emotional security and peace of mind. How are others affected if we happen to be miserly, irresponsible, callous, irritable, critical, impatient, and humorless, when we try to dominate the whole family, or we wallow in depression, self-pity oozing from every pore? Such a roster of harms done to others, the kind that make daily living with us as practicing alcoholics difficult and often unbearable, could be extended almost indefinitely. When we took such personal traits as these into the shop, office, and the society of our fellows, they did damage almost as extensive as that we had caused at home. We shall want to hold ourselves to the course of admitting the things we have done, meanwhile forgiving the wrongs done to us, real or fancy. We should avoid extreme judgments, both of ourselves and of the others involved. We must not exaggerate our defects or theirs. A quiet, objective view will be our steady aim.